808 pays goodbye, and my s1e4, yeah, just lost my mind,
Test. Test.
Hello. We're back, baby.
Sounds
They
like
tried to
it's working.
keep us away, but it just couldn't happen. We're back, and we are in it for a crazy episode. This is the most important day in music history in the past
2 years, 3 years. Since what? A few
Since-
Christmases ago?
2016.
Oh, yeah, I guess. 2016. The year of music. The year music came out.
What do you think? I saw some post that was like 2016 was the last good year or something, like talking
I
about
don't
that.
think so. I was looking into that too. What year? Fuck. I can't. I don't even have the year in my head. It was very recent. Whenever like Scaring the Hose came out, what year was that?
Like
2023.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
That year's pretty good. I can't think off the top of my head other albums that came out that year, but surely like
I mean,
didn't
but
the
compared to 2016, like, come on.
the
bro.
Denzel-
Blonde, Life of Pablo, like that
Blonde
was a
sucks. Blonde's not that fucking good. Blonde is like
Alright.
a 7, one of the most overrated albums of all time. But the best hip hop album came out in 2016. That is Atrocity Exhibition by Danny Brown.
Yeah, it was
So
a
it has
stacked
that,
year.
yeah.
People, I think people mean that in more of like a general vibe, just like 2016 was the last good year.
Everyone's nostalgia blinded. That's why people are gonna say that about 2025 in 10 years too.
Do you think?
That's my
do you
hot take.
really think so?
I think so. I mean, no, okay, not 2025.
This
but
is like one of the worst
Yeah.
years in recent.
yeah, I don't know.
It's barely even started.
I think it's because the main people that are like pushing the 2016 agenda are all kids in 2016. They don't even
Yeah.
fucking remember what happened in 2016.
that is true.
But there were a lot of like the SoundCloud era was peak during 2016. It was a
Yeah.
very like raw, like upbeat energy, I feel like, in the hip hop community. Like there's a lot of newcomers that were like Carti just kind of started like doing shit, and Uzi was kind of on the come up as well. Like and X and all those guys. You had Broccoli, and I think Fetty Wap
True.
was the year before,
Bro,
but
yeah, Fetty. No,
Fetty-
Fetty Wap was a bit before, I think.
yeah,
Fetty Wap was
2015 maybe.
Like, no, I think that was early. Well,
I was in 6th grade.
yeah, okay, yeah, maybe
2015.
15. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause 2016 was like 7th grade. Makes sense.
Anyway,
Revealed our age.
it's all in the
Old.
past.
Now we have
Old
heads. Old heads
We're
discuss
old
music.
heads. No, it all doesn't matter. Well,
Unprofessional.
it doesn't matter now because Cardi is back, baby.
Apparently, Carti is back. I don't
What
know.
do you think? Will the album come out? I mean, the
I think it
title
kinda
is
has
why
to.
he won't drop.
I think, okay, on one hand, like, evidence has shown that he probably won't drop. Like, let's be honest. He's been saying he's going to drop and, like, all this shit, and he hasn't. But the merch shipments have shipped out. And the
That's
merch
like
shipments
illegal,
come with...
surely.
Yeah, like, you can't ship it out without, like... You can't ship out an album bundle without the album, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're just going to get a blank CD.
That would be awesome.
I bet, though, because I'm not caught up on, like, the Carti lore, like, the Carti leaks or anything, but I'm sure a lot of Carti leaked shit has dropped and came out. I bet it's all, like, leaks and shit. Like, I bet he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he
Really? You think so?
I think, dude. I think it's going to be really low effort, because, like, I think if he wanted to...
Really? But
like-
he's had how long? 3 years to make
Yeah,
it?
but, like, I think he hasn't really dropped anything. Has he dropped anything since then? Like, he had
There's
features,
on
couple features.
SoundCloud. There was one song. It's like
Yeah.
a collab song, or
Yeah.
on Spotify.
Yeah, I know he was on Fiend off Utopia,
True.
and he was on. Remember that song with The Weeknd off of the Weeknd TV show?
No.
What was It was by
I'm
like the
not
people who
tapped
made
in.
Euphoria, The Idol or whatever. It was really bad. He had a
Oh.
song on there. I think it's a Fortnite dance now. Fun fact.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll listen to the Carti album. I think it'll be probably pretty good. I'm a big Carti fan, but like I don't really give a fuck about Carti that much anymore. Like I won't say. Let me rephrase that. I was a Carti fan.
Yeah. What
I'm-
was your big Cardi era?
I feel like high school, like whenever Whole Lotta Red came out, I was pretty into Carti, and I like
Mhm.
bumped that album hard when it came out. I don't know. I feel like I've just consistently listened to him a lot, especially now in college. I feel like we'll play him a lot at functions and such.
Yeah, especially the older stuff.
Like I think Die Lit is like timeless. Die Lit is the trap album for me. I feel like.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're a decent fan.
Yeah,
then,
I would
huh?
say I'm like above average. Definitely like prefer his older stuff than his newer stuff. I was thinking about this when when I was showering earlier. What's your Carti Discog ranking? Like, how big of a Carti fan are you? Because like,
not very. I don't know if I've listened to maybe Whole Lot of Red like once all the way through. Like, I haven't listened to him that much. I do like him. Like, definitely the older, like, what is the
self-titled album?
Yeah, maybe that album. Yeah,
with
I like that a lot.
With
Yeah,
the 2 girls on it.
Yes, yeah, that one.
I think like for me, number 1 is Die Lit by like a good margin. I think that album is timeless. It has so many peak songs on it. Like Shootah's on that album, or what's that? Long Time's on that album. That's like one of the most greatest, good words there, most greatest, bestest trap songs ever. And then number 2 and 3, I think Self-Titled and Whole Lot of Red are very similar. I'll give the edge to Self-Titled just because Whole Lot of Red has so much filler. It's like an hour plus long fucking album, and like half the songs sound very similar to each other. But there's some really high highs on that album. Like I Love You, I Hate You is really good. Obviously, Stop Breathing's good. What's the other song that's like really good? That's like kind of like Stop Breathing. I don't know. See, I'm just talking out of my ass right now. I haven't listened to that album. I can't back you up.
I don't know. Like, I'm not deep into the Carti enough that I can like name most of the songs he's even made. But I will say I think now, if more so than anything, what I've seen of him as of late is more like aesthetics based kind of, and less music. Like he's, posting crazy pic of like him with the like devil horn Balenciaga mask, or like he's going on like an Aiden Ross stream and like in the shadows and stuff.
Yeah, like I will say, I'm so curious how this album's gonna sound, because regardless of what you think of Carti and his music, he is like one of the, if not most influential artists to the new gen trap sound.
Yeah,
like so many. Like think about like the Opium, like Ken Carson and like those guys were obviously heavily influenced by Carti, and then like your new gen people like Netspin, and I think a lot of those people are inspired by Sad Boys and Drain Gang more than anything. I feel like people don't talk about that as much, but obviously Carti had a big influence on it too, especially like what you were saying about like the aesthetic and like the people want to be underground, I feel like, because Carti made that into a thing.
Right. That's kind of where I was going, is like now you see more Carti, I feel like, than you see Carti. Like you see the influence in that aesthetic. It is extremely prevalent. Like it is basically a subgenre now that like is basically come from him, right?
For sure.
Like maybe this is an ignorant take or whatever, but I believe like at least the mainstream view of like the Opium kind of stuff is like from him, right? Like it's at least inspired by him.
I think 100%, especially when you're talking about like the mainstream, like how you've seen like the videos where like the kids will see like some dude and Rick and they're like, oh, it's Opium. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like he obviously didn't make Rick Owens or Balenciaga, but like I think a big reason that those are very popular brands now and that like evil dark aesthetic is popular is because of him. Like,
oh, 100%. I mean, the kids that are like rocking that shit now aren't really rocking that shit before the Carti era.
And even if he didn't invent it, I don't think he invented it or anything, but like he definitely popularized it and he associated it with,
especially among that circle of people that are listening to that sound.
He associated it with a certain vibe, which is like this, sipping lean and.
I'm curious how Carti will be viewed. Like, I always think of legacies. I feel like I'm a big legacy guy, especially like I'm a big NBA guy, so I feel like legacies play a big role in that league. I'm so curious what his legacy will be and how he'll be viewed in like 20, 30 years, because I don't know. I mean, he probably won't be making music in 20 years, let's be honest. So I'd be very curious to like how he'll be viewed from like an influence standpoint, because he genuinely is so influential. But I feel like right now he's kind of like, I don't know. A lot of people are kind of sick and annoyed of his stuff he's been doing with not dropping when he's supposed to and kind of just fucking his fans over. And also, he's not that great of a guy, let's be honest. I mean, that shit, he was like beating his girlfriend or something.
I don't know anything
deadbeat
about
father.
I've heard that, of course, in the comments and whatnot, but I have not read into it enough to be able to talk about it.
Have you seen who's his like baby mama? Is it Iggy? Iggy Azalea?
I have no idea.
Someone like that. I don't know. Let's just say it's Iggy Azalea. Good. We're very reliable. Very reliable over here.
All right.
Have you seen the
lawsuit incoming?
You seen the classic meme where it's like him texting her and it's like, why aren't you here with your child? It's your child's birthday. Like, why aren't you here? And it's like Kanye. He's like, Lil Baby, my favorite rapper, with like the ski emoji.
No, I have not seen that.
It's a you got to get caught up on your Playboy Carti memes, I guess.
I'm not tapped in. I need to go. See, I was going on to Hyperpop Daily, and I figured they would have the juice, but they didn't have hardly anything.
Yeah, I've been tapped out of Hyperpop Daily.
I
I've
need
been
a-
tapped out of Instagram.
I need a good
now.
account that will fill me in on the comings and goings of the.
Do you still follow
underground.
@rap?
No.
I've been so tapped out of @rap.
Yeah,
I could deal
it's
with it.
just got boring because it's all paid shit now. Like
Yeah, it just pissed me off.
all of those pages are pure. They're literally all like sponsored, like paid promotional posts, and like
Yeah.
what's annoying is that they don't even like make it an obvious post. Like you'll see like I don't like other accounts do it, and it's like very clear, like an article. Like you can just pay a company to write an article about you, like before you drop or whatever. Like,
Right.
and that's like just how it works, right? But they do these like sneaky ass posts, or it'll be like bad. It'll be like this person was caught doing whatever, and they like tag them and shit. And it's like okay, they're clearly paying for this. Like,
Right.
I don't know. That's very.
I think
weird
it
to me.
definitely rubs me the wrong way as well. I don't know. No Jumper is the worst.
It's like
Instagram
illegal too.
account.
Like you can't have an
Yeah.
ad and not disclose. Like
Yeah,
that is a
exactly.
crime.
Very illegal.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess
I think
no
there's
one's checking.
No,
but
there's definitely something there. I feel like I
not
looked
to
into
not
that
to
before.
snitch out all the Instagram pages, but
No, it's very blatantly obvious too. Yeah, I don't know. All those Instagram accounts pissed me off. I remember I followed No Jumper, and that was like the worst of the worst. I had to unfollow because I just get pissed off.
yeah, it's all like bait. Like it's all bait, and the
It's-
people commenting are like they're like reply guys of these accounts.
Yes,
It's like who's that dude? Miles. It's like him, like a million Miles. Like
Yeah.
Miles is funny. Most of these people are just sad. you
Yeah,
know?
I agree. I mean, if you're commenting on No Jumper anyway, you're probably pretty sad. But I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of those people are just like they're just taking the bait,
Yeah.
or they're just agreeing with it. They're like, yeah,
Yeah,
dude, like
it's-
you're 100% right, Adam22.
It's very bizarre.
Is Adam22 running that account? No way, right?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Adam22 is too perked out to fucking use a phone most of the time.
Too perked out. He's running his other show.
Yeah. So yeah, Carti is coming out. Maybe. Who knows? I think it will happen. I think there's no way. If they
Mm.
already shipped the merch, it has to come out, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Now there is another piece of evidence that's coming out though.
What's that?
We know Carti he's very esoteric. He's very into vampirism,
Yeah.
rituals, the occult. And what is tonight? The blood moon, the lunar eclipse, right?
Yeah, I learned about this earlier, so I don't know. My sources are Greg. Greg is the one that said this.
I mean, it is.
I'm just gonna take his
it's a
word.
fact, right? You can look it up.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, okay, my source is a guy on Instagram wearing a NASA like printed button-up shirt.
Yeah, very reliable.
That dude looked like that dude knows about space. Surely.
Were there a lot of people in your school wearing like the NASA hoodies and shit, like the Marshalls or H&M?
Not
NASA
a
gear?
few, yeah, a few. I used to like want that so bad.
Yeah, that shit used to be fly
I
as
used to
fuck
want the
freshman
NASA
year.
hoodie so
Yeah.
bad.
I feel like I didn't start dressing like even relatively good. Like, I mean, probably in freshman year, my mom was still picking out a lot of my clothes. Like, I didn't start because once I started thrifting is when my style changed.
You weren't buying reps. I was buying
No.
reps in freshman.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck about fashion.
I was walking in there with the big ass Gucci belt. No, I'm kidding. Imagine. I
freshman
wanted
year-
to do that.
freshman year. Me, like, I thought the hype beast shit was cool. I had
I
a
love it.
good
I
friend
still do.
who had like hype beast stuff. I don't know. I think it was fake, low key, but it doesn't matter.
Exposed.
Anyway, freshman year, me in high school, I was not into fucking fashion, not into music, was not into art. Like, I don't even know what the fuck. I played Fortnite a lot, played Siege, basketball.
Fortnite. That's the problem. Siege. If you play Siege, it takes away all your ambitions. You can't have any fun in
It
your
kind
life.
of does, bro. I just get pissed off.
You start walking on the.
Scratch that. Scratch
Oh.
that.
No,
Siege
I
fucking
love the hype
sucks.
beast. We're not talking about Siege. I'm sorry.
Siege, all right, Siege tier list.
No, stop.
That's the April Fool's
So
episode.
okay, it's the blood moon. Listen, and that is proof that he's gonna drop because it's a blood ritual. And I actually have something about this. Would you like to see?
Sure.
This is a guy I found.
The reaction.
We're gonna get into reacts, guys. We're doing reacts now. Oh, where is it? Here it is. This guy. Let's see if he has one on Carti. Hold on. Let me swap it over. This is a new thing we're testing.
Whoa, fancy.
Is it working? I hope so. This dude, he has actually the juice on everybody. He has the sauce.
Is this just a guy?
This is not just a guy, all right? This is the
it
one
Griffin?
that I saw. Look at this. It might be really loud.
Nobel
Look at this
Peace
shit.
Prize Committee and decided who gets Nobel Peace Prizes. Other members of the
is
sad
about,
boy crew, including
Blade.
Blady, have very well-off parents as well. Blady's parents
young
are
Lean,
teachers
young
and
Lean.
restaurant owners. Highboy Digital's mom is a chef for the Austrian embassy, and Echo 2K's father is a super prominent writer. I break this entire thing down, including details on the death of Young Lean's old manager, who had connections to the Beatles and Phil Spector. Young Lean possibly joining the Panda 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 Black Eye Club. Blady copying the makeup ritual that Young Lean did the night that his manager died in a car accident in his recent interview with Pitchfork, where he becomes the modern day IRL version of Arthur Fleck. And Echo 2K used to possibly run an account on Silk Road selling drugs, and he let us all know through the packaging of his Gloss clothing brand. This one has Phil Spector, the Beatles, Nobel Peace Prizes, a very strangely timed death, and then one of the guys who lived through the car accident has "Our Souls Are Gone" tattooed on his chest.
What do you think?
What's the claim here? Like,
That he joined the Panda 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 Black Eye Society. Were you not paying attention? I'm sure if we dig deep, we can find some Carti, information
is
on
this
him.
whole guy's page just like schizo conspiracies like that?
And by schizo conspiracies, do you mean he's unveiling the truth about the dark side of the music industry?
Correct statements.
Yes, the dark side of the music industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I believe there is a ritual. I think the song coming out is part of a ritual relating to the blood moon. And I actually bought that guy's course, and that's how I learned that.
Oh, shit.
He sells a course.
Do you have to if you recruit people, do you level up in the course?
Yeah, well, I had to get a brand first off. I had to join his society. He has a rival society. That's why he exposes them. He has his own secret society, and you can join it, and it's
so a little espionage type shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
And it's about there's wars and stuff between them. Yeah, very real.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely a ritual. Carti is the devil. Is that? Can we say that? I'm just kidding. I don't know. Will it come out? Yeah, probably. But here's why it won't come out.
Oh yeah, that's the title. Let's hear it.
Why won't it come out? Well,
historically, evidence has proven that he is not robbed.
Fool me once, shame. You know what? I think this was George Bush who said this. You fool me once, shame. What?
I thought J. Cole said it.
No. I think he was referencing George Bush.
No.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, I'm not gonna get fooled again. Right? And how many times has it been?
Something about it. Is there something? Load up the chopper, let it rain on you.
I've never listened to J. Cole. I've never heard a J. Cole song.
No, I thought George Bush said that.
He probably did.
Yeah. Is George Bush the president who'd stutter a lot in interviews?
I don't know. That was a bit before my time.
Maybe it was one of the Bushes, I think.
That was a little bit before my time.
I think it was Bush or George W., I guess.
Maybe senior? Maybe Pops?
I think because it was an interview about 9/11. This is probably son.
Yeah, it could be. What's next? Carti's done. We don't care.
Is there
about
anything
Carti.
else coming out? There's a new Billy Woods album coming out pretty soon.
Really?
I saw that. Yeah, it has a lot of good production on it. It has an Alchemist, your favorite Alchemist produced track, Kenny Siegel, Conductor track too, which would be pretty cool.
We have a problem.
I also saw that apparently Alchemist and Future are gonna make a song together, and I'm very curious how that'll sound.
Terrible. Terrible.
Someone has to give up. It's either gonna be Future or it's gonna be the Alchemist. I don't see Alchemist changing his sound, so I'm really curious how that'll sound.
That is crazy. I want to see Alchemist make a trap song. Actually put effort into making a song and not just pull a fucking beat off his hard drive.
Type beat.
He probably makes he probably splits his screen in 4 and makes 4 beats at once. I think he probably honestly does that because it's the same structure. Just drop in a new sample chop in each one. Drop in a new drum kit into each one. There you go. You have 4 beats for the price of 1.
I will say he has found a formula that works, and I think it does get repetitive, sure, but I think it sounds good. And I don't know. I think if you're just getting into hip hop, Alchemist is such a good gateway into what hip hop can be.
Yeah, definitely. I think his older stuff too is definitely. I mean, the hottest take ever said someone's old stuff is better, but I think it definitely just got tired.
His old stuff, bro. Shout out, We Gonna Make It. Didn't he produce that?
I don't know. Maybe.
He did.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
he did.
Yeah. If it helps our agenda, we can say it's facts.
True. I hope the bit rate is good, by the way.
I think it's
Message in the
fine.
chat. I tried to increase it, but
Bro,
it seems
my
like it's not
stomach
increased.
is hurting.
Yeah, my stomach hurts too. I think there's
Ugh.
something. I think something is fucked up with this house. Like
I
the
think
dishes
there's
are
some
not.
shenanigans in my food.
I think the dishes aren't getting cleaned.
No comment on that.
I think the dishwasher has mold in it. It probably does. Like,
I also smashed so much food today. And I've had all my meals and protein shake already.
wow.
And a little sippy sip of this bev, so
Let's
it's
sip.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. If anyone's wondering, this is lean. Yeah.
Can you say that?
Yeah. It's prescribed. I have a doctor.
Have you seen the
I have a doctor who I message over text, and he prescribes me things over text.
Have you seen the video of Neon and he's like with Skepta?
No.
And Skepta's like, "It's grape juice, bro. Drink it." And he takes a sip. He's like, "Dude, this is freaking lean, man."
Dude, that kid needs to go to prison, I think.
It's a character, right?
I mean, I think it's the case where it's like you have someone who's very young and they're very impressionable, so they don't have a good sense of like their self or like their like place in the world, and then you put them in this place where they have to act a certain way to like fit in, right? He has to act like a fool to fit in,
Right.
and then it becomes this weird thing where it's like he can't really stop doing it because will lose his job. Like
Yeah.
everyone will, and beyond that, like no one will like him anymore. You know, he won't get no views. So
That's why
like,
I'm so curious, like people like him and Aiden Ross, how they'll be in like 10 years. Because like
I
I don't know,
mean,
is it
bro,
sustainable?
I think they're that lifestyle. I don't like follow any of them, but from what I see, like even like all the phase people, like you notice how you never hear from the phase boys anymore, is because they all like got into weird shit. Like they're all into like weird like crypto, or like most of them went through like, and this is very sad, obviously. But they went through like weird like drug using phases where they were like in like really bad places, and it's like it's extremely sad. It's very like it's very sad to see, especially people who you like remember as a kid, like they were so like upbeat and happy and like they were the man, but it's like everything goes away, and if you're not ready to move on with your life, you end up in these weird spots where you're like scamming people on live stream for fucking butt coin or something.
Yeah.
Like it's all very
I think
weird.
that makes sense.
I
It's
think-
like a similar case to where like a lot of NBA players go bankrupt because they just like
Yeah,
they
you're,
get that first check hits and they like, don't know what to do
when
with
you're
it.
used to making $100 million a year, like
Yeah, and you just fucking spend
then it goes to zero.
Exactly. I mean, there's like the most famous case, Allen Iverson. I mean, one of the best players of all time went bankrupt. He made so much money. It can happen.
It's hard. It's hard because it's kind of set up to take that away from you, right? I think most
For
of
sure.
that is kind of the price you pay. Like whenever you're really famous and really rich, you get a lot of benefits. You get a lot of favors by society, the people around you, everybody. You get life on easy mode, right? But there is a cost to that. It's always going to come down. And truly the cost is mental. Like I feel like most of these people could be fine. Like I'm sure if he saved his money, he would have been fine forever, right? But
For sure.
it's a mental thing where like you just can't readjust.
It's
You
hard to
can't-
let go of that
Yeah,
when you feel like you have
exactly.
everything.
Exactly. And it must feel terrible. Like you must feel like a failure every day because you go from being the man, like who's on TV and like everyone is cheering for you, to like you're just alone in your house now, and like
There's another guy.
yeah, you're just a guy. That must be like the worst feeling ever. Like truly like soul crushing feeling. That's that's so
Nothing.
dark.
Yeah.
That's so dark.
I mean, they were NBA players. I'm sure. Like, they got to experience that. It's a pretty cool experience.
I guess, yeah. Do you think that's a worth it trade-off? Like, you get to be super famous for like 5 years, but then the rest of your life, no one cares about you,
I don't.
and
know
you
if-
can never get it back.
I don't think I would do that, but I think some people would. Like, I think that's fair. I think I like where my life is, and I don't want to do that. But I guarantee so many people would want to do that.
Do you have
know?
any desire for like fame, like on like a large scale?
No. I think as a creative, it'd be really cool if my art was famous. But I have no desire for me to personally be like a figure, if that makes sense, like a celebrity. Like
You
I think
want
like,
it to be like separate the art, like just the art is known and not you.
yeah, kind of. And like I don't know, maybe some fame naturally probably comes with that. Like I guess a good example off the top of my head is like Keith Haring, I guess. Like people know who Keith Haring is, but like
Keith Haring is extremely famous.
yeah, exactly. But like his art is like everywhere. Like I bet way more people know his art than Keith Haring. And that's probably a bad example, but like
I think the difference is that like an NBA player, their art is themselves. So like their fame is their like what makes
Yeah.
them famous. It's one and the same, right?
and those people are celebrities. Like they're like going to like high society stuff. And
That's
like,
true. It's definitely a social
Yeah.
piece. You could be an artist alone in your room and like, yeah, that is true. I get.
That's
what you're
kinda
saying.
what I'm-
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I don't know. I feel like I do. Like, I feel like that is like got to be the most like insanely like just powerful experience ever.
I would love to experience it, but I would never want to like if I could. Okay, it's hard for I can't say I wouldn't snap my fingers become famous. You know, it's a hard thing to say.
I think
but-
I would genuinely.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would too. I think like, but it also depends on the context.
That's
Like,
the
do I get
thing.
to pick the fame? Like,
Right, exact. I think a lot of people feel that way, but then they realize they can't pick it. Like, and a lot of those people like the Neons of the world, they truly like it's fucked up to say, but they don't really have anything. Like, they don't have like a crazy skill or like a crazy personality. So, but they want to be famous so bad. So it ends up being the lowest common denominator. Make a fool of myself, make super reactionary stuff, like do like whatever I can like to get famous. And then just like, you know,
Haley Welch, she's got to keep milking the Hawk Tua.
exactly.
This is the first time Hawk Tua has been set on 808s.
I think so.
Yeah,
What is happening to her? Is she going to jail?
I have no idea.
Should she go to jail? I mean,
I
she
was saying, the
scammed
last thing I heard
people.
was the rug pull incident.
I think that was the
so-
last major development.
Yeah. I heard some. Maybe I read this, or maybe I just made this up. But I feel like somehow she didn't get blamed for it, and like people associated with her team got blamed for it.
Well, that's what they always say,
Yeah,
right?
I mean every time.
That's what you kind of gotta say that, or else you're just admitting to stealing. I think she's guilty. I think 10 years hard labor would be my if I was
10 years
Judge
in the
Judy.
gulag.
No, I think that's the kind of thing where it's the same type of case. Like, you get it for a bit, but then you got to learn what it takes to get there. You know, you can't just blow up overnight. You can get the fame up front, but then you have to put in the work afterwards. I think that should be the policy of society. If you blow up, if you're a flash in the pan kind of get famous overnight person, then, you know, you get that for a year and then
10
5
years
years
the
of
graveyard
breaking
shift.
rocks.
Yeah.
You have to break rocks with a hammer.
Yeah, with your bare fist.
And then when you're done, you can go straight back to it.
Yeah.
I think
Here's
that's
how.
fair.
I mean, I feel like I haven't heard any Haley Welch shit recently. I feel like I hear Hawk Tua a lot, but not from the internet. I feel like just like
I think
I run around in circles where people are talking about Hawk Tua still. But even like I feel like that we are past the post irony stage of Hawk Tua. Like,
Well,
don't
for
know.
some people, it was never ironic.
yeah, true. I'm curious when Hawk Tua will come back around. This is what we've come to when you run out of topics. So it's
We got topics.
Hawk Tua
We got
analysis.
topics. All right. It does suck because we can't see ourselves anymore, but we're going back to the reacts. You want to do more reacts?
Yeah, we can react.
This is
to
a
shit.
good react. All right. This guy, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Fujimoto.
I was
Alright.
looking at his stuff.
I've been seeing this dude. He's been getting posted a bit. This guy has swag. I mean, look at this. I mean, he's an old man. It's been a lot to get this far. I poured myself a glass of the things I lost. I mean,
That's a
that's
bar.
prophetic, really. I mean, and look at these fits.
What does
like-
that shirt say?
Let me see if
We
we
can
can
zoom
zoom
in
in.
on that. Enhance, please. Good zoom.
I think it says Freedom Radio.
Something of America.
I mean,
That makes sense.
the fits, I don't really want to watch videos.
I mean, he's putting that shit on. I can't lie.
I mean, this is incredible. I mean, you just see he's shooting.
That's a
hoops in the
classic.
store.
Trying to dribble the boxed basketball at Dick's Sporting Goods.
There we go.
There
Again,
we go.
He's got the.
That is
he's
lit.
strapped as well. I mean, yeah,
That's
this dude, he
hard.
just has swag. He's smoking
Yeah.
cigarettes.
I'm so curious to see how he dressed when he was younger.
That's a good point, right?
Because like he probably was in the underground fashion scene back in the day if he's throwing fits on like this, or he wasn't. And he's just like discovered the internet.
See, that's what I've heard. I've heard some rumors, not to This is in the
Or
Costco.
do you think this is all staged?
So that's kind of what I've heard. I've heard some whisperings that it's like his nephew or someone who is like
Yeah.
doing this. They're dressing him. They're taking the pictures. They're telling him what
running
to
the
do.
account
They're
and
running
shit.
the account. Is that true? That's what we have to decide, I guess.
I mean, if you're going through all that effort, then good for you. Like, that's pretty genius.
it's good content, right? I mean, that's really what matters.
Yeah.
Is that it's just good. It's good posting. Whoever's making, but I think there is something about it where it's like you want this old man to have just so much swag.
You want it to be real. So
yeah,
you're
exactly,
not like
exactly
trying to debunk it. So I really hope this is actually working. That'd be really funny if it's like not working.
The camera just. Well, we could check it. Hold on. All right, let's find it. Oh, look, he's smoking a geek bar
Yeah, that's certainly
in front of the
real.
mountain. Isn't that wild? But the thing is, though, like, is this that crazy? Like, dude, look at that shirt.
I know.
It's
I was
got
looking at Jakob the scientist.
Like, they're like, I don't know, bruh. I don't know. Geeked up. I mean, yeah, he's got the geek bar. Like, this is just so fascinating to me. All right, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Where is he that you can just pet a goose? Can we go here? Is this in Japan? Is this what happens in Japan?
yeah.
You can just pet geese on the river?
Geese are assholes.
I
Fuck.
know. All
I
the
fucking
geese in
hate
America are
geese, yeah.
evil.
Because everyone in
Maybe that was like
America's
a
evil.
swan. See, he has these hats. I can't say that word, but he's wearing that type of
Crazy.
hat, the R word hat. Look, he's hanging with the huzz.
The huzz. He's pulling.
I mean, he has like. Look, he's riding a swan. He has insane.
I think
swag.
regardless, this was a week ago. Like I think regardless,
Like
of
this is what I'm saying. How is he doing this much? How is he flexing in the?
I think regardless
He's
of
got
if
the
it's staged or
Balenciaga.
not, it's fly as fuck. So
True. How do you
Can't
think you'll
hate.
dress when you're older? Do you think? Do you see your fashion like sense changing soon?
No, I feel like it probably will. I think the only way my fashion will change is if I ever get money. Because right now, all my fashion is just thrifted. Like I'm wearing a fully thrifted outfit right now. Sorry, the
audio's playing up.
Is
They
it-
couldn't hear. But
is it working?
yeah, it's working. It's working.
But I don't know.
What do you think you would wear if you had like an unlimited budget? You go on complex sneaker shopping.
I think I would.
You can buy anything in the store.
I think it'd be a mix of like very curated vintage pieces. I still think I would rock the vintage. There's a lot of I definitely buy a lot more like streetwear brand-esque stuff, especially like smaller brands. Like
Supreme.
I wouldn't say Supreme. I do like Supreme. Did you see the Supreme Aphex Twin drop?
No.
They
Should we
did
look
it-
at it right now?
Yeah, we could pull that up. I think there's some cool stuff. There's some really ugly stuff, but there's
Live right now.
I don't know if it's alive right now. It was recent. Close. It's just a graphic tee. I think there was something else too. But I don't know. Like I see like for example, random streetwear brands will drop like a really cool fleece I like or something. Like, I'd buy
Is it
shit
this?
like
The
that.
zip up?
Maybe. I don't remember. I saw one.
This
it was
is evil.
yeah, that must be 3625.
Supreme New
His
York.
face, what's his name? Richard James. Richard James' face is freaking.
Ah, there it is.
16 likes. Dang, you're popping, bro. Is this the.
This is the 808s account.
Really? Damn,
Yeah.
we're popping.
Everyone liked the accounts, juice it up, all
Yeah,
that stuff.
Plug it.
I almost just said we're gonna do a giveaway, but I can't. Like that's like actually a
Yeah.
crime to say
Yeah.
that and then
Mhm.
not do it. Maybe we
Richard
will.
D. James. What do we give away?
Well, every week we give away
We
ourselves.
give away tips.
We give away tips and tricks,
Yeah, fitness tips, bro.
fitness tips.
Yeah.
So, fitness tip of the day, if y'all want it. I do work out a lot, and I do take a lot of steroids too.
Big juicer over here. What's your cycle?
I take Anavar, D-ball, a little bit of SARMs, Test as well, just classic. Some like stuff that's not even named yet, a little bit like off the catalog kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
Just
more like
came up with some shit.
it's more like numbers. I get it from like a factory. That's still like a work in progress though.
We need to do some more challenges for the show.
You wanna do a challenge right
Well,
now?
at first in my head I was like, damn, we need to like run a cycle for the show and then report back with results. I think it'd be a good chance. That's like the ultimate fantasy football punishment. You have to run a cycle
I feel like
to
that's
do steroids.
not a challenge. I feel like most people do that because they would like want to.
Yeah, I think forcing a random person to do steroids would probably be a challenge. I don't know. I'm thinking of like the classic 5, 10, 15 challenge or something like that.
5 grams of test. 3.
We gotta do a mukbang too for the show.
We could do that.
Yeah, that'd be good. A little
Chick-fil-A full menu challenge.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A full.
What would be
menu
a good restaurant that we could do like a mukbang of?
I don't know. What's like an Indiana staple that we're not in Indiana, but like,
Just
in case
if we were to
were.
pick a place that was like, I would say Cane's, but like how much Cane's I think Cane's
I could
is like
pound Cane's.
Really? I think Cane's like so rich.
It depends how hungry I am, but like.
Okay, we should fast for like a full 24.
I would.
You think you could do that?
I think we go to a Chinese buffet and we do the stream there.
That would be awesome.
And then we could like do some interactions with the waiter.
Be awesome.
Yeah.
Do you think that they would like care?
I don't know. Probably not. We're giving them business.
If we do it off a phone too, it would.
I think we just act like we're really famous. Like we would make people to like stages like paparazzi and like our like fanboys and shit.
Oh, true. Security.
Yeah, security. Oh.
That would be awesome. Like the Chinese buffet challenge. See how long we can last in there.
Yeah. That'd be really good. That's like, like the Waffle House challenge where it's like 24 hours of Waffle House, but every time you eat like a pancake or a waffle, you go down by an hour.
No.
It's like every time you eat a plate.
That sounds awesome, though.
You go down by an hour.
That sounds awesome. We could do that. We need to have someone on the back end, like running like a tally, like ragoons eaten.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet and sour chicken eaten.
Oh,
noodles.
like a little.
Yeah, like a tally of what we're.
Make sure
what our
everyone knows
stats
what's
are.
up. I think that'd be pretty good.
If we do that though, we have to fast for 24 hours beforehand.
Yeah, I would do that for the Chinese buffet. I feel like I used to do that. Like I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm going to the Chinese buffet today or something similar. Like I would not eat.
No, but for 24. You think you can make that a full 24 hours at eating?
I don't think I could, personally.
What about you hit like some Celsius throughout the day?
I think if I'm pounding caffeine and nicotine, maybe.
Do y'all like Celsius? Celsius makes my like organs feel hot.
I'm not a big energy drink guy. I
Really?
love coffee so much. I like some energy drinks.
You're the coffee guy.
I'm the coffee demon. No, I like I don't like the super strong energy drinks. Like I like Red Bull's fine and Monster's fine. Even
do you
Monster
like the ones
would be
with
too
sugar
much.
in them? Because like Red Bull has sugar.
Yeah, it's fine. I usually get the sugar-free ones if I can.
I do not eat the sugar.
Yeah. Is that a reference? Are you just
No.
saying? Oh, I do not
just said
eat
that
the
weird
sugar
by accident.
either. Yeah.
I'm actually keto.
Yeah, keto, anti-sugar. No
I'm keto except
I'm keto except bagels and bread and sometimes pasta and
true.
rice. Is rice carbs? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rice sometimes and what else? I think that's probably about it. Besides that, I'm keto. Yeah.
I mean that's
It's
all
like
you can really do.
granola carbs.
All right, yeah. It's oats. It's oats and sugar.
I just be eating shit, bro. I don't keep track of that.
We are
nonsense.
talking about a lot of food here.
Yeah.
You know who else talks about food?
Who? MD Foodie Boys. I bet it's gonna be MD Foodie Boys. Prediction. Yes, bro. My
the
favorite.
goats.
My favorite.
No,
podcast.
I've never heard of.
Can we restart this? Let me refresh this shit. Now, if you don't know, these are the MD Foodie Boys.
This is our
This
competition.
is we're making fun of children now. This is the new shtick.
Lucky, definitely top one.
Who?
Lucky, you never heard of him?
That's a good
No,
poll.
So
I've
good.
never heard of him
He's
either.
really good. You probably know if I played something from him.
Yeah.
He's really good. He's one of my favorite. And then like Kendrick Lamar, and then like the third one I might have to think about.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
They're
good.
not like us.
I don't know. I'll come back. What do you think?
It really depends. Like, I don't really have one or like a top 3 favorite artists. It really just depends on like what my mood is that day, and I'll listen to like certain type of music.
True.
I don't know.
True. I
My
agree.
first is definitely Drake.
Mhm.
My 2's probably Lil Baby, and then 3, I think
Goat.
I don't know, could go
Goat.
to anyone.
Good.
Yeah, Lil Baby's
Lil Baby, my
good.
favorite rapper.
Yeah,
Man,
I don't
pick
really have
3.
like a
That's
top
what
3 like
annoys me.
Jackson said, but I do
Yeah.
really like Kendrick Lamar.
None of them have a top
How
3.
can you
Top
not pick
3
at least
favorite
3
artists.
artists?
Lucky,
I
None of
saw
them have
one
a top
video where
three.
one of the
Top
guys
one.
was like,
Lucky, you never
they
heard
were
of
talking
him?
about like
No,
favorite
I've
album.
never heard Lucky
He's
either.
really good.
Like,
you
it must
probably
have not
know
been
if I played
artists because
something
they just
from him.
talked
Yeah.
about that. But ooh, what is this? Oh, leaked.
No.
Nope,
We're saving that.
no,
We're
no.
saving that.
They were talking MD Foodie Boys lore. They were talking about albums, and someone was talking about I like listening to Frank Ocean like on the beach or something, and then everyone else was flaming them. They're like, "No way, you have an album you like on the beach," or like an album you like listen to at night. Like that's so weird.
We literally sound like that though. That's what disturbs me about that video. Is not that they're children being silly. Is that is what we do on this show.
Talk about like nothing.
Literally, we can't. No, okay.
I think
that is our competition because, listen, we are a grassroots organization.
Yeah.
And they are plants, industry plant shills. Look at that studio.
Maryland, the state of Maryland.
Yes.
They do have a nice ass studio.
I'm willing to bet one of their parents is in media of some sort, and they have access to this podcast studio because they work for a media company, and they just let them shoot there on like a Wednesday evening when no one is at work.
Yeah.
After school, right? And we need to take them down. We are declaring
These are like 12-year-olds
war.
we're talking about, by the way.
These are 12-year-olds who are taking a spot. Every view they get is a view that we lose. You understand?
I think
this is not a game.
I think we should collab with them.
We do have ties. The thing is, I'm very curious what that show would be like if there was someone who was good at making a show on it. No hate, obviously.
I mean, they're just 12.
Yeah, I know. I'm obviously joking. I am curious how much juice you could squeeze if you had someone who was a good conversationalist. Put them on Joe Rogan.
I'm gonna check the chat.
Put the MD Foodie Boys on Joe Rogan. Put the MD Foodie Boys on.
The chat is popping.
What are people saying?
Asa Fashion Boss at Henry Cadis. At Greg V2 said great show, boys. Shout out Greg too. CJ Blue Rev. Shout out Blue Rev. You have Blue Rev by always. Probably not because you don't know shit about music.
What is the genre of music?
It's like indie rock mixed with shoegaze.
There you go.
It is
there you go.
Probably one of, if not the best albums ever. You said you had a crazy take about rock music.
Y'all want to hear my
earlier.
rock music take? Yeah. This will ignite the people. Rock music is a beginner music genre.
This is gonna be good. I would love some.
That's the take, pretty much.
Okay, but what kind of rock music?
All of it.
That is.
I don't know. Crazy. I don't differentiate genres. It's like saying. It's like saying what's your favorite type of genre of Stones? You don't care. It's just all a rock.
But surely there's types of Stones that
I did there?
Yeah, that's funny. But rock is I could play 2 rock songs right now and they'd be indistinguishable, or not indistinguishable. What's the word?
I'm saying
extremely distinguishable.
I'm saying the band of general rock music, from grunge to pop rock, that kind of obviously, yes, there is outlier stuff where it starts blending genres. Where I'm saying the typical rock genre.
But what is the typical rock genre? When you think of rock,
classic rock,
like the Beatles. Is that when
no,
you think of
the
rock?
Beatles are the Beatles are on the edge of that, sure, but the grunge, any popular rock
pop
music.
Rock. Okay.
No, popular rock music, which is a lot of different genres.
I think
at a time it was hair metal. At a time it was classic rock.
Yeah,
so blues rock.
Popular rock artists are intro music. I think
as a genre, it's an intro genre of music.
I think popular rock in a way is, but you could say that about popular music in general.
No, all rock music as a genre is an intro genre.
I think
it's a beginner music genre.
Rock music has the most complex music out of any genre.
How though? What do they talk about in a rock song?
I don't think
name one rock song and what it's about.
I don't think it necessarily has to talk about anything. I could, but I don't think it has to I think sonically it's the most complex genre. Just because I don't know.
Classical.
I don't want to get into music theory because frankly
neither of us know anything
about music theory. But I don't know, especially math rock and Midwest emo and
math rock.
That's
a legitimate genre.
Yeah, and it's so complex sounding.
You know what? Where do they teach math? In school. Beginner people go to school. Beginner music. See, you have to look for these connections. It's not always just laid out in front of you.
I think even mainstream rock is not always super accessible. I think about this a lot with obviously Nirvana is a good example because I listen to them a lot. Nevermind is very accessible, but you get to In Utero and there's songs on that album that are very inaccessible and not easy to listen to and not easy to pick up on. Like, I don't know. I guess a good example. You're not gonna know any of these songs, but like "Scentless Apprentice" by Nirvana is a very hard, like, it's like noise rock almost. And I will tell, noise rock is not a beginner genre at all. Like, that'd be like saying Death Grips is beginner hip hop. You know?
Well, I mean, when did you start listening to Death Grips in your hip hop listening phase?
Actually,
it was
pretty
surely
early.
near the beginning.
Pretty
right?
early, yeah. But
maybe
like,
we are just learning something about what is beginner genres and not.
maybe our music taste is just better than everyone else's. You ever
True.
think
That's
about
one
that?
thing that I've noticed is that on that hip hop chart, you know, where it's got like all the albums and they're all branching out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to all that stuff like when I was like 13, 14 probably.
If rock is a beginner genre, then what's an advanced genre? EDM, UK garage.
I would say an advanced genre is probably
IDM.
trance. Yeah, no, not IDM is like the most beginner genre ever. It's not music. That's the thing.
IDM
it's
is
like
not
so
music.
beginner that it's like not even a song.
That's like rage bait to the max, bro.
I am joking. 80%.
The rock music take is actually
the rock music take is a bit. IDM though, that is terrible.
I
sucks.
I disagree.
It's not
I think
good.
IDM as a genre is pretty stupid.
IDM is literally, it's in the name. It's pretentious. It's people who they want to be pretentious.
I agree with you. I think IDM as a genre name is fucking terrible, and I think like there's better names for that genre.
No,
of
it's the
music.
perfect name because it encapsulates it so perfectly. It's people who literally they don't care about music. They just care about being smart. It's
I
like
agree.
people,
Okay,
it's like
I don't
people who
disagree with
claim
you.
that they only listen to classical music, and they're like, I love music. I only listen to classical music.
I feel like that's
It's
why.
like, no, you don't.
That's
You're
why
lying.
I hated Radiohead for so long because their fans are all like that. Like they think they're above everyone because they listen to Radiohead.
Which is
And
ironic.
Radiohead
'cause
is
it's the
not
most
that
popular
complex.
fucking band
Yeah,
in
Radiohead
history.
is not like complex at all.
It's just because it has weird titles and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what will get you. Literally,
weird titles and aesthetics.
if you just name your stuff something weird like Silly Fishy or something, and people are like, whoa, this is deep. And then if you
Silly
name it something
Fishies.
like Boys in the Hood, they're like, well, this is very obvious. I know what this is about.
Yeah.
But then you don't because you don't listen to it deeply.
Yeah.
But then you listen to the Silly Fishy song and it's literally about nothing. 'cause
I
it's
will
just
say
computers.
hip hop and rock, you can't really compare. It's like comparing apples and oranges. Like
Yes, I
like
know.
lyricism and like hip hop is so prevalent because that's what it's all about. I feel like rock was never really like, obviously lyricism plays a role, but it's not like that big of a deal compared to
I know.
and I think
I know.
like rock music talks about stuff, but it's not as like a hip hop song can tell a story. Like you're speaking in sentences a lot of the times. You know, you're like rapping
Right.
bars, as they say. Bars.
16 of them. Should we freestyle?
I only freestyle when I'm intoxicated. So the drunk episode, maybe I will.
Drunk episode coming
Yeah,
soon.
drunk freestyle episode.
Free rap battle coming soon.
Rap 808s.live rap battle. Pull
Yeah.
up.
We're gonna host.
Coming
I do
soon.
want to host a rap battle. That would be so awesome.
It would be cool to host some events. I feel like I think a rap
Yeah.
battle would be cool. I think a live, like a concert, would be cool. I
Blow
know
this
some
shit up.
bands.
Send this, everyone watching right now. Send this to everyone in your contacts. And then we can do a
chain
rap
mail.
battle.
Send 10.
Email this to your fucking academic advisor. and then
Email
we
this
can
to
have-
10 of your contacts, or Greg will show up under your bed tonight and haunt you.
True. My name is Carmen Winstead. I am very similar to you. Did I mention I am dead? We run. Okay, I'm just trolling, guys. I don't think rock's a beginner genre. Again, 80% joking about everything I say.
Greg's just a troll. Greg also claims he doesn't like guitars. So
I
you take
do not
everything you
like
say with a grain of
guitars.
salt.
You take everything I say with a grain of salt. I am clinically insane. No, that would sounded like that sounded like I was about to do a Joker beatbox.
Yeah, if the Joker could beatbox.
No, it's all jokes and satire.
We got like 5 minutes. What? Any topics rattle off the top of your head?
I mean, there's only one thing left to talk about, really.
Oh, we got media.
You want to know what I think is the good genre? Right here, bro. Laser dim tracker. You know about this?
Oh, I saw that. The fucking master doc.
They have made the Kanye tracker into the laser dim tracker.
That is.
I made the first
I didn't
laser dim
even
700
realize it was, like,
tracker.
a thing.
Well,
I
it
didn't know he
is
had that
now.
much music.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's kind of the question, right? Like, Kanye is obviously one of the most prolific artists in all of history, like in terms of streams and stuff like that. Or not, and I'm saying streams, like just overall sales and popularity. So it kind of makes sense. There's a huge fan base, but I mean,
Yeah.
here we go.
Like, that shit is crazy. That shit is formatted pretty well, I will say.
I know. It is funny to see the difference between like, look, it's all like released or like Spotify only are the two
Yeah.
options.
It's so interesting. Like, is it not on Apple then? Like, is the Apple?
Maybe they're stricter on the sampling.
Yeah, maybe. Can we go to the Pigeons and Planes Instagram real quick? They posted something earlier about an artist I like. I was like, damn, I'm surprised they're talking about them. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head now.
Pigeons and planes. Shout
Pigs
out.
and Plans.
Holy shit. Wait, what?
Pigs and Plans.
Why is that? I never looked at the handle.
Really?
Why does it say that?
I don't know. Pigeons for short and plans.
Who, Two Hollis?
No, not two. I was listening to Two Hollis today. Two Hollis is good.
You like Two Hollis?
Yeah, it was.
Just wait
none
till
of
you find out
those.
about all the rituals he's involved in.
Yeah,
Two Hollis is into crazy rituals, I can bet you that.
it's none of those. None of those. Oh, go up. Scroll up. It was not this one, but FK Twigs and Carti go way back apparently.
That's very interesting.
It was in this interview. Maybe it's in the post, but
You
they're
like
talking.
FK Twigs?
Yeah, she the one that just dropped an album.
Yeah.
Sexua.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to that at the gym the other day. It's a good
I
album.
love FK Twigs. Very nice.
Very, very nice. Very good sounding. Drums of
Crazy like visuals.
Death, maybe is that the song? I don't know.
Mhm.
Whatever music video we watched was really cool.
Yes,
I liked
that- Dude, her creative direction is fucking insane. Like
yeah, she's very talented.
the choreography and like the dance and all that stuff too is like such a big part of it. It's so good.
Yeah,
That's all about
she's very talented.
all that I got to say about it.
But yeah, this interview, to sum it up, they were talking about how Rocky and Twigs used to live together with Yams in LA, which is really
Really?
cool, really interesting. It makes sense, I feel like, but it's a very interesting duo there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
But the one post I was talking about, yeah, just scroll down real quick, show it off. It was that Cameron Winter post. Because Cameron Winter is the frontman for Geese, and he dropped a solo album. And I thought it was very interesting they were talking about that, because that's definitely like not a very similar. I feel like the people following Pigeons and Planes might not necessarily be into this album, so I thought it was pretty cool.
That's not a goose though.
What?
That's not a goose.
It's not a goose. That is
That's like
true.
a pigeon. Wait,
This is his solo work, bro. He doesn't rep the Geese.
these are incredible. See, this is the type of connections with the rituals. The pigeon ritual, pigeons and planes. It's all connected.
It's all connected. Yeah. I thought that was pretty interesting. I didn't even look through the post really. It was just talking about the album. Yeah, we can
That's
read
cool.
all that.
Yeah, you got it.
Nah,
I
I'm
can't
good.
read. That's the
I
thing.
can't
That
read
one thing
either.
about me.
They don't teach us that in math class. They don't teach us that in college algebra.
Yeah, let's just go. This is good. Surely good enough. Oh, here we go. New Billy Woods album.
Yeah,
This is like
we should just
nothing. We should
scroll
stop
reels
the-
for
we
an
should
hour.
end
This is
this.
awesome.
We are out of topics. I think we
Yeah.
did good. We came in with honestly there was other stuff too, but I think we're gonna save that for later maybe.
Yeah, my
Um,
stomach hurts. I think I'm gonna vomit for 4 hours. So
Okay. All right. Well,
it's been fucking real.
that was the
Thank
show.
you for showing up. Let me get my shout outs out real quick. Let's see who's in the chat here. Anyone else talk? No, y'all fucking suck.
Fake.
No, chat rate is 0. But shout out Henry Cata, shout out Greg too, shout out Joey, and shout out CJ for saying what's up and popping in. Love
Yes,
y'all.
Thank you everybody for
It's been
watching.
fucking real. We're gonna watch the Purdue game tonight. Go Boilers. No reason we're watching them. We're just for fun.
We
We're
watch
not-
every college.
We're not
basketball
affiliated
game.
with that team. Yeah, we watch every single college basketball game. So
Yes, and we pay for them too.
very true.
All right.
All right. Well, we won't be here next week because we're going to be in spring break. So taking the day off.
You don't want to take the show on the road?
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
We could.
In the mountains, miscellaneous mountains.
Yes.
That's like a
The
Fortnite name.
Fuji Mountains of.
Yeah.
We're going to Japan.
We're
guys.
going to Mount Everest.
Um,
We could pop in. We could do a
I wish
like,
we could have a
video.
mobile streaming setup like on a phone.
Dude,
but
Instagram. We could just do it on the phone, bro. Instagram Live or YouTube Live.
an Instagram
We
live.
don't need a setup,
We
bro.
could do an IG live. That
we could
could
do
be
a
fun.
we could do a 1v1 pool game for 5 minutes.
Okay, we could.
That'd be kind of fun. We can do some shit like that.
Okay, yeah. Everyone, stay tuned and go to the site. Follow
we'll-
the Instagram.
Maybe we'll just cook
post
up some
there.
content or something. We'll see.
Maybe we'll just shoot a video. Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe that'd be
Video.
pretty cool.
Video's coming very soon.
Yeah.
This is the first one that we're actually recording, like separate from the YouTube, so we should have a good video.
Yeah.
Hopefully the bitrate is
We're
good
gonna
and
cook
it's
up some
clear.
reels too. Hella short form content. Hella AI generated short form content.
Yeah, I
coming
have
up.
this crazy new software where you literally just type, like, you put in a picture of both of our faces and it makes a full like podcast on the reels for you.
That is not what I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say it makes a full something else, but